Hello there, what's going on? Welcome to episode 3, and as you can hear in the background, we've got the UEFA Champions League theme, because it only means only one thing. We've got some Champions League football coming up in this episode, and what a game we have for you now. First game to be played in the Champions League at Turf Moor, and that's between ourselves and Monaco. We are the two early group leaders, as you can see there, 3 points each. 100% records for both, with Mönchengladbach and Juventus bringing up the rear, so this was going to be a tough assignment. We've got 2 Premier League games later. We're at home to Arsenal at Turf Moor, and later on in the final game we play Southampton, but it's to Turf Moor we go for our first Champions League game ever at the Turf, and what an atmosphere it promises to be on a fantastic night, what could be for Burnley Football Club, as we stepped out at Turf Moor against one of Europe's elite sides in Monaco. Enjoy the action. Burnley versus Monaco from Turf Moor. One of 3 games we're doing for you now. Enjoy. Good evening, welcome to Turf Moor, and as you can hear the Champions League theme for the first time ever is beaming around Turf Moor. It's a bit loud because of the PA system. I hope you can hear my voice over it. John Stutzy and his side step out against Monaco, and Falcao, formerly of Manchester United, to see if they can absolutely cope at the elite level of world football. They had a great win 2 weeks ago against Mönchengladbach, you may remember in the last episode. Tonight, it's a different proposition with Falcao and Colin Town. Burnley going with the same 11 that served them so well, certainly this season. They have to bounce back from a humiliating defeat on Friday night against Watford, where they just weren't at their best, and it's the same 11 looking to put that right here tonight. Let's have a look at their opponents in greater detail then. Monaco, French side, really bouncing back from the wilderness after a barren few years, of course. Of course, Burnley have to travel there. It's also the home of the rich and famous, and here we have Subasic in goal, Blanco and Falcao further men up front. You've also got players like Martinho, Silva, and 1 or 2 others that could possibly unpick that Clarets defence. Reggie, another one that could be a real threat there for Burnley tonight. And we're all set to go here. Tom Eaton leads his troops in the battle. Both teams, remember, have 100% records. Something's got to give here tonight. The referee comes from Italy, Lara Lapaldi. So we're into the 9th minute of the game, and here come Martinho now on the break. Falcao up ahead of him. Remember, both teams, as I said at the start, going into this with 100% records. As Martinho goes in, oh, good tackle there from Ben Mee. Had to get Semi on it to just turn it behind, I suppose, for a corner, because there was 2 Monaco players waiting in the centre, and that could have easily been an opportunity then for the men of the French Ligue 1 side to go in front. Ligue 1 they're playing, even though they're technically none in France, but here's the corner in towards Falcao, but it will come here for Rashford on the break. Needs support, mind you. It's 2 against 2 for the moment here. This is Rashford. He's got Gray up here, faced by Raggy, the defender, and he's played it in there. A chance here for Burnley. Rashford, beautiful goal! Yes, indeed! And the cold place has erupted, and Burnley have the lead. Subasic never even moved or tried, couldn't get anywhere near it, I suppose. But what a fantastic shot, and Rashford has proven his worth once again. Beautiful strike, right foot, like an arrow into the net. Crash, bang, wallop. Burnley in front in a game of huge importance, because both teams going into this with 100% records, and Rashford breaks the deadlock. 19 minutes gone, 15 minutes to go was timed at, incidentally, from Marcus Rashford. 20 minutes gone, Sidibe now. Onto Silva, Falcao in a bit of space. Sidibe back to Silva, shot deflected and it fell invitingly for Heaton. They played over half an hour, here's Mendy. Monaco looking to respond, and they're responding okay. They're having lots of the ball but not doing too much with it. Sidibe again. Big chance here for Monaco, and the goalkeeper couldn't get it away, and then the shot back in goes wide. Another chance goes begging for Monaco, and it was Sidibe this time that put the shot wide of the target. And he knows that was a big chance. Burnley may have just got off the hook. Maybe the luck's with them tonight, unlike it was a few days ago in the Premier League match against Watford. Everything just didn't seem to run Burnley's favour. Gray is onside here. Big chance here for Burnley if he can keep his head up. Rashford's waiting in the middle. Oh no, it's not stayed up. Still might come here. Gray, good save, Subanic. And superb double save by the Monaco goalkeeper. First he denied Rashford from point-blank range with a header, and then Gray from close range, he sort of smothered it out. Way to the second half. Here's Martinho. Chance here now for Fabiano. 10 minutes into the second half, and Blanco with a shot. Oh, just missed by inches. Got off there for Burnley. Blanco struck that superbly well. And the men from League One so close to getting an equaliser. Defoe onto Gray. Coming up towards the halfway mark of the second half. And here's John Flanagan of all people going forward, and he just couldn't get it out from under his feet. And not only that, he didn't have enough pace to really trouble the defender. Stephen Defoe tries the shot, and it gets a deflection. And Monaco, for the time being, survive. Long ball forward, and Lamar is onside. Here comes the substitute. Dangerous looking ball, only half out. And Burnley just about cleared their lines, but not as far as Ginnick. And here's Lamar. And still Lamar. We might get it onto that right foot, and he did, and he just pulled it wide. And Burnley living dangerously now as we go well into the closing stages of this game. Lamar, good skills, got his shot away, but I think Tom Heaton might have had his near post very much covered there. So a goal kick to Burnley. And it's up towards Rashford. Big chance here, Rashford. Well, he won't get a better chance than that to bury Monaco there. Big chance gone begging. This is Rodriguez. Last couple of minutes now. Stephen Defoe. Players now really tired. Oh, now it's a tired looking ball. And Rashford. Oh, what a chance to really settle that once and for all. A tired back pass, it looked for the moment, and then Rashford got through. And unfortunately for him, the left foot shot was very tame, and I have to say very tiresome as well, because both Monaco and Burnley players are really shattered. It's been a real endurance battle for 90 minutes here, but it looks as if Burnley, at the end of it all, are going to retain their 100% record and take Monaco's unbeaten start to their group phase with it. Here's Stephen Defoe. Can they still grab a second goal? I think it might be too late now, but the whistle is gone. Burnley have won by the narrowest of margins, but Turf Moor is absolutely shaking with noise and delight, because that's 6 points out of a possible 6 from the first 2 games for the Clarice. It couldn't have gone better for them. A goal from Rashford on the quarter of an hour mark settled it, really. Monaco had chances to equalise. Burnley had chances at the end to finish it off, but couldn't take it. But Burnley take the victory by a goal to nil in a delightful
What a start! What a start! 2 games gone, 2 games gone, 2 wins, 4 goals, 1 conceded. What a good start to this. 6 points. Monaco still in second with 3 points. Virtual the fact they've just got a slightly better goal difference than Juventus, who are third, having beaten Mönchengladbach 3-2, I think. No, well, they've beaten Mönchengladbach anyway, regardless of what happened there. And Mönchengladbach bringing up the rear at the moment of the group. So, but Burnley, what a start! I mean, it's in contrast to the indifferent league form. We win a couple of games, lose a couple. We got Arsenal to come next, and we just don't know what's going to happen, do we? It's just one of these weird things. But the Champions League couldn't have gone better. 2 wins out of 2. We've got to go to Turin in a fortnight from now, and I suppose with not being involved in any League Cup action, that also helps a little bit in terms of getting players fit, I suppose, and making sure that the squad rotation's okay. Going out the League Cup may have been the best thing in the long term, although at the time, I can rest assured you I was massively disappointed. Right, first of 2 more, second of 3 games, both now next 2 coming from the Premier League. Later we'll go to Southampton for an away little tricky away trip. But first we're going to take on the mighty Arsenal, who play some really good stuff under Arsene Wenger. They start the day line in 8th place. We started in 13th, so we needed to get something under our belts. Otherwise we could be pulled into a scrap at the wrong end whilst competing in the Champions League. Let's go over to Turf Moor and we'll see whether we can beat Arsenal or not. Good afternoon, welcome to Turf Moor, which is still buzzing after that terrific midweek Champions League victory over Monaco a few days ago. Now hosts Arsenal, Burnley lying 13th in the table. Arsenal starting the day in 8th place. The team's already out, and let's bring you the two lineups first, starting of course with the Clarets and John Stutzy making no changes from the team that famously did for Monaco, all keeping their places as rewards. But remember, they've got the likes of Gudmundsson, Tarkowski, Folks, Barnes and Henrik to come on the bench. As for Arsenal, strong side, Petacek gets the nod in goal, Olivier Giroud gets the nod up front. Watch out for Walcott and number 7 Alexis Sanchez as well. The likes of Danny Welbeck and Granit Xhaka and Aaron Ramsey are just some of the names on the bench. The referee in charge of proceedings today is Paul Tierney. And so it's Burnley, Claret and Blue to get us underway, attacking the goal to our left. To the right, sorry, the David Fish weekend, as Will Hughes gets the first ball forward towards Andre Gray. Tackle there, and it'll come Gray still. He's got Stephen Defoe making a good break and just about feathered away by Petacek. First real effort at goal, and it came from the Belgian Defoe here. Beautiful right footed drive, and just the slightest of fingertips there, and got the Czech goalkeeper Petacek. Ozil forward. Now Alexis Sanchez, 7 minutes gone. Giroud is in a little bit of space, but he was hounded out by two Clarets defenders. Now Elneny going forward, and he's got Giroud up ahead of him. This is Olivier Giroud! Oh, he's put it wide, and the ball is ricocheted off the stanchion and onto the roof of the net. Big opportunity though for Arsenal. Responding well to that early opportunity there for Stephen Defoe when he forced Petacek into making a save. But Wenger's team growing into the match now. Towards Gray, but Monreal snuffed the danger. Coquelin, 26 minutes gone. Ozil gone forward. Debuchy's in a bit of space, and so too is Walcott. Oh, he scored! Arsenal go in the lead. Theo Walcott. 28 minutes gone, and this is it again. Lovely roll forward. Walcott turns. There's the shot. It's right in the corner. Tom Heaton never even moved, let alone snuffed it out. The shot was just so precise. Now, not even any goalkeeper in the world could have kept that out. And the light on Walcott's face says it all. 1-0 to Arsenal. It's his third of the season. 29 minutes gone. 5 to go to half time, and Arsenal now looking to get a second goal, which would really put Burnley's backs up against the wall. It's not what Burnley wanted, considering they had a bad home defeat almost a week ago against Watford. Of course, they had that win against Monaco, but the league forms what they need to be looking at now as they get the ball in there. On a chance, it was, I think it might have been Ozil with the shot. He pulled the shot wide, and I tell you what, that wasn't far away from him being 2-0 there. And Mesut Ozil, the German, knows it. What a glorious chance. And Burnley could have been 2 down in an instant there. And facing a half-time struggle, and they still might face a half-time struggle. Here's Ozil, careless defending again. Here's Sanchez. Oh, that was careless from him. And there's the whistle to blow for half-time. Not the best first half for Burnley, but they trail to a Theo Walcott goal after 29 minutes. Burnley 0, Arsenal 1 at half-time. Welcome back to the second half. Elneny's been replaced by Aaron Ramsey at the start of the second half. No changes incidentally for Burnley. We're 5 minutes into the second half and still 1-0 to the Arsenal. Here's Giroud for the men in the yellow shirts under the Debuchy. Now Walcott. Oh, that's lovely skills. Oh, he's done well. Walcott, Giroud. Oh, good save. Tom Heaton has kept Burnley in the hunt. It looked as if Giroud was poised to make it 2 with that deadly left foot, but Tom Heaton again had other ideas. Off comes Snodgrass and Will Hughes, who have worked hard without any great reward, and Johan Bergen Munson and Jeff Henrik to add a bit of fresh legs in that midfield foursome. Will be an Arsenal corner as we come up towards 10 minutes gone in the second half. Sanchez to take the corner to number 7. Sanchez, low corner. Granit Xhaka, one of the subs, gets the shot in. It might fall for Xhaka again. It'll fall for Walcott. And he couldn't keep his shot down this time. Big opportunity then for Phil Walcott to make it 2. Ball was bouncing about and he struck it, but he struck it too high. And into the Cricklefield stand it went, to Arsene Wenger's frustration. This is Welbeck the substitute. On to the other substitute, Xhaka. Now Ozil. But he's giving it away. 66 minutes gone. This is Jay Rodriguez. And giving away again. This is Sanchez to Koscielny. Arsenal aren't very much the grandmasters of keeping possession when they know they need to. Oh, lovely play. This could be danger. Well back from Ozil's pass. Well, Burnley could have been 2 down there. There was a foul also in the build-up there by Andy Robertson, which the referee has quite rightly gone back, Mr. Tierney. The Burnley fans, of course, don't like it, but I have to say that was a foul on Granit Xhaka. Oh, and a good save! Terrific save by Cech. That's kept Burnley in it. And then Henry with a shot! Well, Cech has kept Arsenal in the lead. The first effort was saved, and then the follow-up effort from Jeff Henrik was a superb shot as well, and Petr Cech was up to the challenge. And all Burnley get for that effort, those 2 efforts, is a corner. Good Munson to take, plenty forward in there, Keane Mia forward, that's it towards Keane! 5 minutes to spare! And Burnley have drawn level, and still may have time to win it! Michael Keane got above anyone else, a bullet header! The goalkeeper got a hand on it, but he couldn't keep it out, and Burnley are back in this game with just 5 minutes to go. It is second goal of the season. It's 1-1. We're into the last seconds. Here's Gudmundsson. Burnley can still win it, but it looks as if it's going to end a draw. The ball back to Cech, and he controlled it magnificently. Ramsey the sub gets it forward. Good header won by Keane. And that should be that now as far as the match is concerned. Honours end even here at Turf Moor. A marvellous game. Arsenal looked to have edged it. They missed chances after going 1-up through Phil Walcott. But then back came Burnley in the last 5 minutes. And the equaliser, 5 minutes to spare from Michael Keane. A bullet header past Petr Cech has saved the Clarets a crucial point here. Full time in an all-action game here at Turf Moor. It's finished. Burnley 1, Arsenal 1. Well, that was an important goal for us, because if we'd have lost that game, it could have been even worse. We could have still been on 7 points, and we could have been 2 points instead of 3 points above the drop zone. As it happens, we're still in 13th, but we now take on Southampton, who indeed are 2 points behind us. And we could do with winning this game, because that could just shoot our season up. That late equaliser from Michael Keane, great header. But away at Southampton, even though they've been struggling, they are a tough proposition away from home. So we can't take Southampton too lightly, I believe. So this is going to be a tougher game than a lot of people will think. So let's just see what happens there, because it could well be a tough old encounter, this one. There's no doubt about it. The Ecuador, we went for Ecuador offered us a chance, but we didn't accept it. Now we needed to concentrate as we go to Southampton. We needed to win. We hadn't won in 2 games. So we haven't won in 3 games. So this was important. We needed to go there and get a result. So let's get over to Turf Moor as we took on Southampton, looking for our first win in 3 games. A warm welcome to St Mary's, where Burnley, who have not won in 3 Premier League games, were to try and end that run against the Southampton side, who are struggling themselves, 16th place with only 1 win all season, and hovering about a point above that relegation zone. And this is how they line up. It's a decent looking side where you've got Strike Force, Acosta along. They should be doing a lot better. Hjolberg could be a really big could be a really big player for them. Redmond and Buffal are amongst a very good substitute lineup. Let's see what John Stutzy has picked for Burnley today. He's gone with exactly the same 11 which pinched a point right at the very last against Arsenal last week, but they aim to end a run of 3 winless games. The last win incident was against Hull, so they need to really get back to winning ways. The referee for this contest is Stuart Atwell, and we're ready to go. Southampton in the stripes, getting us away, attacking the goal to our right, going from right to left. Of course, Burnley in the change shirts of light blue, and it should be an opportunity here to discover how bad the forms are of both teams. Southampton, surprisingly, with the squad they've got, struggling right at the lower reaches of the Premier League. You think they'd be a little bit higher. Where they are now is a bit of a post position as Monaghan comes forward, evades one challenge and then runs out of pitch. It will be a goal kick to Southampton. Good purposeful start from the Clarets, but no real penetration so far. As Snodgrass comes forward looking for Henrik, he's got Rashford waiting in the middle, and he's placed it over Jeff Henrik, and I think Rashford was a bit more better placed than what he was. But Henrik decided to take it upon himself to go for Gorey, went for it, and to be fair, I think it might have just flicked the crossbar. Bertrand. Probably one touch pass in there, but Long couldn't get it back. Now Gray has it for Burnley, and then he's lost out to Bernard, and now here's a chance for Austin. Ex-Claret, of course, let's not forget that. Here's Shane Long. To the byline where you get the cross in. He will, little dink in there. Goalkeeper got a good fist on it. It might well fall here for Burnley, and it might actually fall here for Bernard, who gets his shot in. Good save. Good save, Heaton. Southampton just come into it a little bit now. This is Romeo. Bernard again. He's linking up play really well, and then the shot just going wide there. There's Marcus Rashford. Had a good start to the season. This is Gray. Will the ball in? Can Rashford get there first? No, it will be a Burnley throw. Apologies about the editing. If you're wondering why it's jumping a little bit, the editing software is blowing up a little bit. Here's Gray away from Geordie Classy. Lovely little cross in there, and a goal by Rashford. And the man is such red hot form right now. Andre Gray with the assist, and what a header. And the Southampton defender, I don't know who it was, but he'll be very disappointed with himself because he didn't pick Rashford up enough, and it was the simplest of headers for Marcus Rashford. He's in a red hot streak at the moment. That's his 4th goal already this season. And just before half time, Burnley on the break now. Could they make it number 2? Snodgrass has got there. Rashford is there, and so too is Henrik. Oh, how has he missed that? It was easier to score than to miss. Jeff Henrik has his head in his hands, and no wonder. Volleys it into the floor. I think he's miscued it, and I think that's why it slipped off the ground and over the crossbar. Well, we're 3 minutes into the second half now, and Southampton really lucky certainly by the break not to be more than 1 goal that they are down at the moment. Here's Rashford though on the break, finding Gray. Plenty forward if he can pick out numbers. He's picked out Snodgrass here away from Bertrand's advances, but good defending there by Southampton, but not very far though. The clearance, Rashford with the shot. It'll come for Snodgrass with his left foot, and a good save by Forster, which keeps Southampton in touch just about. Wasn't really particularly good Southampton clearing, and in the end it came to Henrik, who forced the best out of Forster. Then me for Burnley. On to Gray. Remember Rashford's goal the difference. Still Gray. Remember Burnley haven't won in 3 before today. Gray with a shot. Oh! I tell you what, I think that shaved the post, the far post. He couldn't have struck that any better if he tried. Look at the venom and the curl on that one, and just shaved the angle of post and crossbar. Little chip in there, knocked away again by Ben Mee. That was good defending. And here's Gray onto Rashford. 10 to play. Southampton could be caught square. It's Andre Gray. This to wrap it up. It's 2-0. Andre Gray with his 3rd goal this season. has settled it now. Good and proper for the Clarets. There'll be 1-2 with Rashford, who scored the first, and the provider turns scorer now, and the scorer turns provider, if you see what I mean. Fantastic finish, Forster no chance, and Southampton didn't heed the warnings, and they've paid the ultimate price now. Burnley more than got this game wrapped up. Gray makes it 2 on 81 minutes. Here's Buffal, who's just escaped his own man, Virgil van Dijk there. Still Buffal, good save, magnificent goalkeeping. Bertrand trying to get in there. Still Mike, there's the ball in there. Still a chance there for Southampton, but again good defending, and now they could be short-handed at the back because here's Snodgrass on the breakout. And Rashford, oh, wonderful run. He's back set to the 2 Southampton defenders. It's Andre Gray. Yes! 3-0! Game, set and match in the final minute of normal time. 2,500 Clarets go berserk, and the points go up the M3, the M1 and the M6 back to East Lancashire tonight. Bang with his right foot. Not too dissimilar to the second goal, the goal he got before. His first goal and Burnley's second, and he gets his second and Burnley's third. His fourth of the season, and it's 3-0. Classy to Van Dijk, still classy again. Buffal with a bit of space. Southampton not giving up just yet. Buffal, good save. Well, that's twice that Buffal has forced Tom Eaton into really serious action. Lovely twist and turn. You can tell Southampton aren't giving up, even though it's a fairly lost cause for them now. In a moment or two's time, the referee will blow the whistle, and that's not a good corner, and that wasn't good defending, and well, Tom Eaton might as well have pounced on that very swiftly, throws the ball out. Oh, it's been dispossessed. Van Dijk tries to chip the goalkeeper, but puts the shot wide, and it's a first win in 4 games for Burnley. Their first win since Hull, when they beat Hull 4-0. But a marvellous performance from start to finish. Goals from Rashford, and then he turned provider on Gray's 2 goals late on in the second half. Southampton never gave up, but it was Burnley's day down on the south coast. Final score here at St Mary's: Southampton 0, Burnley 3. Brilliant performance. That was more like it. That was the Burnley the swashbuckling Burnley that we're used to in the last Mark II career mode, where we're playing teams off the park. I thought Southampton was superb. Even though they were losing the game and they knew that they couldn't get back into it, but they came back and came strong. We're up to 10th now. Sunderland, Leicester and Bournemouth occupy the bottom 3, just so you know. But Southampton now, well, they've moved, funnily enough, they moved up a place even though they've lost. But we've got up to 10th now, above the 2 Manchester clubs. And incidentally, we play one of the Manchester clubs in our next episode. First of all, we've got a Champions League date in Turin, where we take on Juventus. So that'll be the first match, and then we're back at home comforts again at Turf Moor, where we haven't won since Hull. We take on them, and then we go to Old Trafford to play Manchester United. Those are the 3 games you're going to see in the next episode. But from episode 4, that's about it. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like if you can. If you'd like to subscribe and haven't already, please do. The Twitter address is at the end. But for me, JB, John Stottard, thank you very much for watching this latest episode, and I'll see you soon. Ta-ra.